This is how I made these beautiful cotton candy trees. So the cone is from Dollar Tree, and then I just put a dowel in it. The fake cotton candy is made from the basket filler that you can find at Hobby Lobby during springtime. You can also find it as roving wool on Amazon, which of course I will link to it. I'm using sheet batting right now. You can also pick this up at Christmas. It's super cheap. It's like the snow covering that you can use to decorate your house. So always pick that up during Christmas. And I'm just using some hot glue and wrapping that around. I like to do this because then the cotton candy sticks to it better and it just makes it more opaque. So then I'm just letting that dry and smooth down. And then I'm going to trim the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue that together. Still trying to maintain the cone shape throughout this tutorial. So like I said, this is the fluff for the baskets. And you want to make it super wispy. See how gently but thoroughly I'm pulling it apart. You want to be able to see through it. You can add layers and layers. The wispier you make it, the better. It's going to look more realistic. This is Krylon spray adhesive, but I'm not going to show me using it because it's so sticky. It will get everywhere. I have to spray it under my table, like into a box that I have just for that purpose. And so once you do that, it's going to be super sticky. It's going to get all over your hands too. So just be aware of that during this project. And go ahead and start layering on. Now I start on the top and then I work my way around the cotton candy. You can see how sticky my poor hands are. I'm using like the palms of my hands there. But you just start wrapping. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is the bottom layer. Nobody's gonna see it, but you don't wanna make it super thick, like I said. Now for some of this, I'm gonna use hairspray, just plain old hairspray. This brings back memories, you know, the very particular smell. Have you ever used Aussie spray? It just brings back childhood memories. Well, teenage memories, which are maybe even better. So I just sprayed some of that on there. And then again, I started at the top and then I'm gonna work my way around and start filling in those gaps. It's just something to hold everything together until I finish. When I'm all finished with my shape, I'm going to go ahead and hit it again with the Krylon very sticky adhesive spray. And you just continue filling in your gaps, turning the cotton candy over, looking for bald spots. You want to do your bottom as well. So since I hadn't put any on the bottom yet, I did hit it with the Krylon adhesive spray. And you can see I'm just kind of swirling it around the bottom just to make sure there's full coverage. And then I will cover up any pieces that are overlapping on the bottom, just to blend it all in. It will all blend together. Like I said, just keep it wispy, wispy, wispy. So now that it's all complete and looking how I want it to look, I'm gonna hit it again with spray adhesive, and I'm gonna do a lot. And then I'm gonna pat it down with my palms, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter. And can you see how stiff this is? And I'm just pinching it. You can shape it. I'm trying to get it more pointy at the top so it looks like one of those little Italian cypress trees. And I always called those popsicle trees when I was a kid, by the way. But I'm just pulling that into a tree shape and then patting it. I do want this to be pretty stiff because if you have very wispy cotton candy, it will snag on everything. Like if you tried to put this in a Christmas tree or like as a wreath pick or something like that, it's, you know, or depending just how you display it, it could get stuck on things. So now I got this little ice cream bowl at Dollar Tree, but you can get ice cream bowls that are plastic and you can get them a lot of places, or you could use like a paper cup. These are from Dollar Tree. You can get so many different styles of those on Amazon or Dollar Tree. And a little terracotta pot you could get at Hobby Lobby for just like $1 or $2. But I am going to use this cute little pot down here. I'm going to actually paint it. So I'm going to go ahead and take some white chalk paint and put it on this. And I'm doing that because then it will accept whatever paint color I want to do. And I do want to make it match. So after that chalk paint dried, I just painted the little pot in a yellow acrylic color. You can use any kind of craft paint that you want. And this is one of those little green cupcake looking forms from Dollar Tree. And I just cut that down to fit inside the cupcake, and I'm just gluing that down right now because it's gonna kind of be like a cupcake base with the tree on top of it. Just very Candyland and cute themed. Now, before I do my fake frosting, I am gonna go ahead and glue down some decorations on this tree. So I'm just taking tacky glue because these little ball sprinkles are sort of heavy and there's nothing for them to really grip onto. So you are gonna need some tacky glue. I actually had to go back in with a lot of the little ball sprinkles and I had to use the hot glue gun. So if you had maybe foam balls, it would be easier maybe. But then I, of course, would not recommend the hot glue gun being used on the foam balls, but you can find those foam balls at Dollar Tree sometimes. So after the decorations had dried on there, I wanted to finish my cupcake. So I'm just using a 1M, very classic tip, and it's white. It's lightweight spackle mixed with a little bit of Mod Podge and a little bit of white paint. And I'm doing a very flat swirl. I don't want like a really domed kind of cupcake. It's just very flat. And I kind of need it more over to the left, so I was just kind of tapping it. Now I'm using some Glitz glitter by Recollections. You can get it at Michael's. It's just an iridescent. And then I'm using fake jelly beans and more ball sprinkles. I also did a purple and a pink one. I think they came out so cute. And I'll let you see a little bit of my Easter room in here. And you know what the great thing about these is you can use them for a lot of things. You could use them for a Candyland birthday party. You could use them for Christmas decor. I always do a pastel Christmas room. I don't care what anyone says. I love to do that. You can see my Easter swag and the egalier and the little gumdrops I'm hanging from the ceiling. And there's my Easter tree. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have any requests for me, I'm happy to hear them. And I always love reading and responding to your comments. Thank you so much for watching.